Hello, and happy Sunday to you. Sorry for starting a little late or a lot late. Um, about 13 minutes late. Really sorry about that. Some technical issues, problems of living in the third world. Welcome to another, session of the Samo Kokumo live experience. I am your humble host, Samo Kokumo himself. And today, like you may have seen in the banners, I have two of my buddies here. Um, we're going to have a conversation about how top freelancers operate. Happy Sunday to you too, Diola. How top freelancers operate, how top freelancers think. As I've said several times since we began this series, let me just check my channel real quick. Let me check YouTube to make sure that this is actually going. But like I've said several times during this live, I'm not bringing people that I hear that they can do this or I hear, or somebody that I just met on the internet. These are people I've known for years, and I can vouch. Oh, it's a little blurry. Pardon me, guys. The internet is kind of crappy this night, so you're just going to have to bear with me until it kind of balances out. And so, as I was saying, these are people that I've known for years, and they know their stuff, right? So they're already with me in our virtual studio, and I'm going to bring them on board. But I can't do that without first of all bugging you. What I always tell you guys, Alex, how you doing? Good evening. Without first of all, your swim coach is here. Yes, my swim coach is here. Thank you. So without first of all, eyes don't distract me. I need to bug people for this with the same thing I usually bug them about every Sunday, which is, have you written down what you plan to get done this week? Just three things. I just need you to write down three things that you want to get done this week. Three things that would be like your North Star as you go into the week. Why do I ask you to do this? Because it helps you to sort of take control of your week. It helps you to sort of take control of your week. It helps you to, it basically sets you up for success because you're the one determining your own metric, not what your boss is going to say tomorrow or what a customer is going to say tomorrow. So please do that. I already had my bosses, my guests here in the backstage for quite some time, and I don't want to delay any longer. So I'm going to bring them on board. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, who should I bring on first? Let me bring Rotimi. Let's punish Alex more. My boss,
Oh God.
and we are live.
Oh, that's nice.
How's it going? Oh, you texted me. Oh,
Nope.
oh.
I just
I thought
reacted.
maybe you were texting me that you could not come live yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Welcome to the Samuel Kokumo live experience. And as usual, I always cast my guest. Let's act like we did not already have a conversation before this conversation. And now let us pity Alex and bring him on board. My
Hello everyone.
bro, how,
Thank you very much.
why is something like
Oh,
it enter like celebrity? Hello, everyone.
Yes, the
Like it
blush.
is me they were waiting
Hey,
uh,
for.
Alex.
bro, I am acting like an old person right now. I'm trying to repost this on my status and just to post
Oh
on
Lord.
WhatsApp status, and I don't know how to. Let's just continue, please.
I don't know what to say to you, man. I don't
I
know what
want
to
to
say
repost
to you.
it.
On one
Okay.
end, you are a technician for one of the top used marketing technology tools in the world. On the other
Thank
end,
you.
you don't know how to use WhatsApp status.
It's
I
because
don't
I
know
don't
what to
post.
say to that, but because you don't what?
It's because I don't use the app that much. I don't post a lot.
Do you ever post? I don't think. I'm not sure.
We know.
Can you imagine? Don't worry, I think I've gotten it. I'll just
Anyway,
put the link.
this is not the life of Alex. You've gotten it all. Hey, whoa, I'm seeing an alert that my network is not very strong. Oh. I don't know what is going on. It's like, let me give you guys context here.
Okay.
Alex is in the UK. Rotimi, you are saying okay like you don't know.
No, I thought you were
Alex
talking
is in
Right.
the
French.
UK, Rotimi is in Finland, and I am in Nigeria. And today of all days, when I have international guests, is when my network decides to show that I am in Nigeria. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Somebody's already teaching you how to do the WhatsApp status thing. When it says send it to your personal DM, then forward it to yourself on WhatsApp. Anyway,
Oh,
let's get started. So, guys, like I said, the whole idea of doing this live session is to, I get a bunch of questions from a bunch of people. And at a point, right, you get tired of yapping, answering the same questions over and over and over and over and over again. And most of the time, um, I've found that what people ask about, they're asking you to. I always say this. I say Nigerians have an update mentality, right? Now this thing they ought Ponzi mental update mentality is nature even trying to make it nice. Ponzi mentality. This is the thing that somebody's shouting out. You see, I knew you were a superstar. They say Alex, you don't. That's why you don't post.
I beg.
You have to so they're trying to get you, they're asking questions that make it obvious that the way they see this thing is like, give me the updates, hot soap for me, right? Hot soap for me. What is the next hottest thing? What is the next thing? What I learned now money in 20? See, I was driving down where relate to it. Driving down road. You guys remember that place, right? I know that you guys are international now. Maybe you don't remember Akobo Road again.
Uh,
Oh,
I was driving down Akobo Road and I saw something like enjoy talk money in 2026. And those kind of things is what most people like to hear. Like, there's this new update, tech money, there's this secret they're telling you. Tell us the secret so that we will start making money. Whereas it is not entirely about a singular update per se. Show me the way. Thank you, Deola. It's not about a particular update per se. It's more about people. At the end of the day, even if somebody gives you updates, like somebody teaches you a specific skill, right? At the end of the day, you are only going to go as far as the way you think and the way you operate. So what I'm hoping to do here is ask you guys a couple of questions. And also it shouldn't just be about questions. Let's just have the conversation we normally would have amongst ourselves, hoping that somebody here may be able to catch wind of the fact that it's not any singular secret, it's not any singular update, it's not any soap that we were bathing. Um he said the only road of Notromba, Alex Avila. It's not any secret soap, it's not any update, it's not anything. It is just who you are and how you operate. You understand? To give a bit of background, guys, for anybody watching now, live or later, I've known Alex for years since university days. And let me tell you one thing, right? Alex was the one that indoctrinated me into what's it called? Into what the most, should I say, devilish kind of night class. Let me explain what I mean. The most devilish kind of night class does not start at night. It starts around 2 p.m. So Alex will go to school for night class from 2 p.m. He will read till night and then still overnight. I said that on purpose so that you know that this is somebody that right
bro,
from time, from way back, has been an a hard worker, whatever. Do you
even me, I
understand?
don't remember
I
this
am not
one.
surprised.
Yeah.
You don't remember this one? You can't remember now. You can't remember. Now you teach us. Yeah, so that is how I got to meet Alex, and those are some memories I have of him from way back. Rotimi, on the other hand, the way Rotimi and I met was kind of weird. If you ever would see a movie and you see some mystical connection about, think about Game of Thrones and how somebody's story is brewing in one end and another person's story is brewing in one end, and you don't know how it links, but it somehow links. That's how me and Rotimi met. So apparently, Rotimi and I had been in several classes. We bought the same courses for years, like different programs. Rotimi had reached out to me when I was working at a gym for membership, like he wants to join the gym. And then one day, Rotimi wanted to buy another course. Then he saw that I had already bought the course. So he DM'd me. He saw my name, right? Then he remembered that we had reached out to each other before. Then he DM'd me that he wants to get the course. Then he and I got talking. And then it turns out we now started to reverse engineer our lives. And like, so you bought that
We're
course?
still doing the
Yeah, I
same
was on
thing.
that program. Then it turns out like we had bought like 4 or 5 different courses, the same thing. And that's not even the weirdest part, too. That's not even the weirdest part. And then I saw this guy's profile picture. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then one day I just came out of my apartment. Then I saw somebody go on bike. I was like, wait. I just texted him like, dude, where you the one that just passed on bike in? I'll call the name of the place since none of us are living there again. Where the one that just passed on bike on Agbowo, Akinfala Street? And he was like, yeah, that he stays on the next street. I'm like, no, this is some weird stuff, right? Like random link up. Turns
Can
out
you
he was living 2 houses away from me, right? I don't know for how long. And we had already bought all these courses together, like no separately, and we know all these things together. And it was just interesting. So that's how we met. So I've talked
can I
about
add
how we
to
met.
that?
Very can you what?
I said, can I add to that?
Please go.
And it turns out that I ended up meeting Rotimi through you, and we had known each other since secondary school.
Oh, really? That is true. I totally forgot. This is weird. This is totally
Alex
weird. This
now
is
is
stuff they write
senior.
movies about.
Senior Alex
We
there.
have to, you know what, guys? We have to be billionaires. Do you know why we have to be
Actually,
billionaires? So that we cannot tell the story about how from Agbowo to the world, because all of us
bro,
stayed in Agbowo. And by the way, if any of you don't know about Agbowo, Agbowo is like the kind of place that I once slept with a knife under my pillow because they used to rob every day.
uh,
They used to rob every day. I was legit scared for my life. Agbowo is the place where Alex fell on a bike and he came to my place half beaten and battered. Just hoping that his laptop did not break.
actually, because you still have to
Uh,
resume work.
you understand? He still has to resume work. So yeah, if
Same.
you don't know Agbowo, that's what Agbowo is. Agbowo was insane. So and somehow all of us we escaped, let's say we escaped the ghetto, so to say.
Thank God.
Have now. So, all right, enough about how we met. Everybody's already thinking this is too romantic for a couple of guys speaking. So, so let's just get straight to the bone, to what we're talking about here, right? And we're just going to talk about. Let's start with you, Alex, right?
Okay.
And I have unfair advantage because I know you guys very well. So I'm going to be pulling you out of your shells, right? When I remember then, I think the first project we worked on together, right? I think you used to run Facebook ads. I
Yeah.
remember. Then I think I just posted something random on my WhatsApp status. You were in Kano, was it Kano? Kano, right?
Kaduna.
Or where were you?
Yeah.
Kaduna.
Yeah.
Okay, you were
Yeah.
in Kaduna also. Yeah. So and then you were like, yeah, you'll soon come into Ibadan. You know, you're doing freelancing, you're doing like Facebook ads and stuff. And then I think you had this project on. Hey, I said she stays at Agbo. Shout out. You make it out of the ghetto soon. It's a lie. She stays at one posh estate in Agbo. That's not Agbo. Our own Agbo is not the Agbo we used to stay. So yeah, I remember you used to do Facebook ads, and then you were on Fiverr. You know, the regular. I don't know if you permit me to say $50. I already took permission. Sorry, I already grabbed permission. $50 gig here, $70 gig here.
Bro,
Almost
was it?
$100 enter like powerful. You understand? And
Yeah.
then I think one of the interesting things about what you did was how you transitioned from that into you seeing an opportunity in email marketing. I remember the first project we did together was, I think it was a church in the US. Do you remember?
Yes, exactly. I remember very well.
It,
I can't
it
remember
was a
their name.
church in the US.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name, but I'm sure if I check my Google Drive,
Sure.
I
I
would
should have it
find
too.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you asked me to write some campaigns, emails. I was doing email, you were doing ads, and then we did it. I just know that it was one of those rough jobs that even the clients don't know what they want to do. We said we don't know what we want to do.
Yeah.
We
Exactly.
did what we could, and we got started. And then fast forward, you decided to pitch your tent with email marketing. Can you just kind of walk us through your early journey, starting freelancing at all?
Mhm.
Maybe it's during service year or whatever, and then up to the point where we started doing like email marketing and stuff. Rotimi, will come to you. Don't start feeling
Uh,
left out.
so my good evening everyone once again. I don't know. I'm so used to greeting people.
You are
So
too
anyway,
polite.
uh, yeah, my journey to
It's
freelancing
very,
started.
very, very British of you.
Well, maybe no. This one has always been. It's not British.
Yeah, I know. I'm just joking.
So my journey to freelancing started from a friend. I think most of the people here on this call, like you will know him too. I'm not sure if Rotimi will know him. Kudus. So he
Yeah,
came to see us. I think we were serving in
I
Abuja
remember.
at the time. And then he just
Shout
came
out Kudus.
and shout out to Kudusu for real. And then he just came, he came to see us, and then he was talking about, oh, he does freelancing. I mean, that stuff of how come you have so much free time unlike the rest of us? What do you do? I was like, it's freelancing, or it's Fiverr. And then he just tried his laptop and he showed me, oh, he does marketing, web design, some basic HTML stuff. And as far back as then, this guy already had maybe
Mhm.
4K plus in earnings. Can you imagine someone like me and you now still roughing service of, was it 18.5 and what were we taking that period? And our mate was already making that amount. Like, how?
98.
19.8, thank you. So how? It was like, oh,
Mm.
if you're interested, I'll let you know. Service passed. I didn't really think much of it until, after service, I'm like, what do I want to do with my life? I'll spare people the story of maybe money I lost and all of that.
One
Anyways, I reached
question.
out.
Sorry. Wait. You have to pause. Pause. Get why?
Okay.
You get why? No. I don't want us to run through our stories because at every
Okay.
part of your story, I believe there's somebody there right now.
Oh, okay.
So you said
Fair.
Kudus came to show you this. You're saying
Yeah.
somebody that has made $4,000, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. By the way, you don't have to share your own earnings. I don't want you
Mm-hmm.
seeing billings in your
This is way
DMs.
back now. Yeah.
So this is way back. And
Mm-hmm.
this is way back for Kudus.
Well, true. Is history.
All right. So you said he showed you like he had made like $4,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
On Fiverr. And then somehow, is it your village people? Is it laziness? Is it you not seeing it for yourself? Why didn't you think of it through until 1980 now finished? They're like, Nkombe, I have to take my life
Okay, so
seriously.
it
What
was not it
happened?
was
What's
not
the
like
epiphany that
so I had
transpired?
something going for myself too. I At the time I was forex trading and it was very prospective, to be honest. And I was
Mhm.
very confident in, my knowledge, my ability, and all of that. And
Agba
but
trader.
thank you, I still am. But then, people that are in Nigeria will know this story very well of people back
We
in our
know.
yeah, that were doing this trading. Funny enough, I was not invested in it, but the one I was invested in also crashed. It was not even my own personal trading platform, funny enough. And then I lost all the money. Imagine gathering money like as much as you can after service, then pouring everything into something you believed in, and everything just went crashing down. I was in Abuja at the time. I just packed my bags and I went back to my parents' house. At least if you can't move forward, you know where you're coming from. So that was what led to me going back to Kudu. So I was like, Kudu, what's up? That
Adversity.
freelancing, that freelancing stuff you told me about that time that I was still serving and I was feeling very confident in my ability. Please come and tell me about it again. So he sent me a kind of mega link that had so many courses. And I think that was like, one of this popular slang on, is it Twitter or IG? I don't know, where you lock in. So I locked in for like 2 months. I consumed as much information as I could. So I did everything: Facebook, Google, email, every form of social media marketing. Back then, I studied all. Obviously, the quality of work back then compared to now has really grown, but still. And then I went to Fiverr, shout out to Kudus once again. Maybe after this call, I need to call him and thank him. So after that, I reached out to him again that okay, now I have enough knowledge, I have confidence to finally own my own freelancing platform on Fiverr. So he helped me with it. I set up all the gigs, and then I started with Facebook. Facebook was, I think, the first gig I got. So that's how you know about Facebook. And then over time, I started getting email marketing clients more. It's a case of, as at then you were just shooting your shots. It's just like maybe going to the store and just trying to cherry pick. You're just picking anything you see. Anything that sticks, you finally stick with it. And over time, I had more email marketing clients. So the more email marketing clients I had, the more I had to, study, buy courses that are relating to email marketing. I started with design, like basic email template design. And then, they will ask you, do you know how to do copywriting? I obviously will not say no. I will tell them, yes, I can do it. And then I'll go and spend another 1 or 2 weeks consuming as much content, as much courses. If I have to pay, I'll pay for it. Consume as much as possible. And then, I'll start working for them again, email copywriting. Then they'll come back and say something like, do you know anything about managing Clayview or managing this? I'll tell them, yes. I'll go to YouTube. I'll watch. The ones YouTube don't have, I'll go and find someone that is selling a course on it. I'll buy. Then to strategy, to segment, every other thing. That's how it has always been. And yeah, here we are today. Glory to God. I think SMK has gone mute, or he has.
This video is paused.
Yes, I don't know what's going on there. So to summarize, I think that's just the how I got here, how I got to become a specialist when it comes to retention marketing, so to speak. It might be luck, it might be chance, but I think maybe a bit of diligence played there as well. Yeah.
That's very much true. Samuel is off. I just texted him.
Okay.
Come on.
I think it's trying to reconnect.
Can anybody see me?
Welcome back.
I got ambitious, and when somebody told me my video was blurry, I tried to switch to a different network.
Yeah.
But I'm back. Sorry. I'm pretty sure you had a great story to tell us about Kudus, but I'm going to have to catch up in the recordings. You were saying something about somebody saying Nigeria network won't be. I don't know. Since that I've been bringing Nigerian people that are in Nigeria. Somebody saying they don't drive hosts.
Actually.
Cardi, shout out Cardi. I see you. Cardi clicks. Toby. So you were saying Kudus. Sorry, man.
You did not get
that.
the rest.
Are we still live on YouTube? I'm just making sure. I didn't get the
Yes,
story.
yeah.
And Namibia, so I just know where we stop now.
Okay.
1 second. Let me just make sure we're all good on YouTube. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think we still are. I think we are.
Okay.
I'll not be ambitious again. I'll just accept that today, Nigeria has decided to show that I'm in Nigeria.
To the Nigeria.
And make my video blurry. To the Nigerians. No Allah. Now me mess up now. When my mates they run, I know run.
I beg.
I have heard you. Universe, I have heard you. Anyway, so you were saying, pardon me, I'm going to have to catch up. So you went back to Kudus. Kudus showed you
okay.
the nitty-gritty of Fiverr, right?
Yeah. So he helped me in that department. I already gathered the freelancing knowledge, so to speak. So after setting up gigs, I set up every social media marketing gig there is known to man back then.
To man.
Instagram, Facebook, Google, anything, email marketing, SEO, copy.
So, long story short, you were any work.
Thank you very much. I was doing anything, man. Do you know how to do marketing? Yes. I don't say no to anybody.
Now me.
Then, based on the questions people ask, it will now make me do more work in that department. So if I get a Facebook marketing gig, aside the base knowledge I already had, if they ask me something new, something specific, I'll tell them yes, I can do it. Then I'll spend maybe 2 nights, 3 days, whatever it took, to gain that knowledge and then do the job. Looking
Echo.
back now, I'm very sure they were just managing me. Also, maybe based on what they were paying, they were just like, okay, he has done enough. And then over time, I started getting more email marketing gigs. They were more specific to
The
like
man for the job. Oh.
they were more like design. Can you design templates? I'll be like, yes, I'll design the templates and then I'll get back to them. And then, since I was beginning to get more email marketing gigs, that was what led to the one I got about that church that I reached out to you. I was not very good at copy. As at that period, I knew you were talking about maybe a course where you were doing copywriting. So I'll tell them, yes, I'll come to SNK. My boss, I beg, come help me. Don't worry. Me, I'll go and do the one on, I can't even remember the email marketing platform they use anymore. I'll do it on, you write the copy, I'll go and do it on their platform, and they were just managing us like that. And then over time, since the questions were becoming, do you know how to write copy? It's not just design anymore. I had to go and do copywriting course too. Like, okay, let me even go and learn this thing as well. Then it got to the point where they started asking me, do you know about like platform management? Do you know how to manage Clearview? Do you know how to manage Zoho? Do you know how to manage this, that? I'll tell them yes. I'll also go online. I'll find courses related. I will learn. I will come back. And that's how, my journey has kind of improved in email marketing specifically. And I just had to do away with the others, Facebook, whatever. I just like, okay, let me just focus on email marketing now.
Now you focus. Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to have to. Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt because I have to, because people can hear but not hear. Oh, you understand?
Okay.
Because I've said this a couple of times in my previous sessions that I've said it 2 ways, right? That at the beginning, I think the problem most people have is they don't have the guts to be starters or to be a learner, or they are too scared to look stupid. You understand? They are too scared to look stupid. They are too scared to get in the middle of something and wonder if they can do it, but yet have the confidence that if I spend time, I'll figure it out. Cardi is not on this live. I feel like maybe I should have brought him on board. Shout out, Cardi. He has this behavior. Bro, that guy is doing I remember he was doing like photography in school. Man, I wish I still have those pictures we took at that primary school. Inside
the one opposite our street.
Opposite our, yeah.
Yeah.
And now maybe model that time. You understand? He did photos, he did videos, motion graphics and stuff. And then after a while, you start to see like, okay, this is where I want to settle into. This is the place that makes sense. You understand? At the end of the day, there's nobody that will get to the top of the game, or at least that has grown, that didn't have a time of uncertainty and not being sure about how things is going to work. But most people don't want to get there. Most people want you to tell them that, hey, go and learn this. Don't worry, there will be jobs. After you learn it, finish. They'll come back and ask you questions. So, what do I tell this person? And this person is a human being. Talk to them. See, there's no much training, there's no much coaching anybody's going to give you. At the end of the day, you still have to get into the meat of it. You still have to get your hands dirty. You're still going to have to talk to somebody that looks at you like, sure they Lillian. I can't count how many times that I've been on a call and I'm like, the way me and this guy, they look me. I don't think so this guy thinks that I get sense for. You understand? You understand? So, and that is it. And like you said, there are different levels to this game. At first, people are paying you pennies, right? They're paying you peanuts. So if you are paying peanuts, of course, now peanuts service.
Exactly.
Now peanuts.
Yes,
exactly. You know what you find now. You understand? But here's the thing that we must note there. It doesn't mean that you are now giving shabby work. Because I remember then obsessively when we were working for that church, we're the ones even advising them, hey, don't do this, hey, don't do that. This thing will not work. This thing will work. You understand? So you were still putting in your best, but you were willing to go into the unknown. You were willing to blow up everything and just try something. You understand? You're willing to just, anytime somebody asks you about something, you are willing to go and do the work to figure it out. I said it last week that an educated man is not one that knows everything. And this is not my quote, by the way. I just don't remember where I read it from. An educated man is not one that knows everything. He's the one that has enough information for him to know where to go and look for more information. You have enough context to say, hey, this is a problem. I don't know the solution, but if I try hard enough, I can find it. And you have internet, for heaven's sake. You have chat GPT, you have AI. You understand? And back when you were doing all this
There was
wild
no AI.
westing, while we were wild westing it, there was no such thing as AI, bro.
Nah.
You had to raw dog it. You had to try to speak like an American when you're writing the copy. You can't just tell AI, act like an American. Bro, I remember I was watching Netflix series. Let's say I have a Netflix for me was not fun when I started using Netflix. Netflix was an investment, right? If I have a client that is doing like copy for people that are in like the South, that are all these like rednecks that are speaking a certain way, I'll go and start watching series around
Relating.
that so that I get the tone, so that I'll be able to relate. I watch YouTube videos around that. Just I'll be taking notes. Entertainment was not entertainment for me then, but now you can just do ChatGPT and people are still lazy coming to ask you to give them step by step by step. I just had to interact. I'm sorry, point that out there quickly, right? If you guys didn't catch the intro of Alex's story, he lost all his money, all his life savings to Forex. Shout out to Forex in the
Big
life
shout
of,
out.
I'm going to have to shout out to my school, my alma mater here. Shout out to Forex in the life of FUNAB students
Right.
2019, 2020. If you are still alive after that, you didn't commit suicide, you're a strong
Bro.
person. And then he went back to his friend. His friend gave him a course that was basically showing him everything, and he went and learned everything. I always send people one particular course that has everything. Very few people come back because me, I know most times I use it to chase people, but let's not get into that.
Same.
Rotimi agrees. I feel like you understand.
Same,
Google
I
Digital
understand.
Garage, I'll send it to them.
Yeah.
I'll send it to them. You don't have to finish everything. Just pick interest in something. And funny thing is, if you know a little about everything, it helps you when you want to be specific in something. But so more
Yeah.
about Alex's story. He's saying that number one, he learned everything. Then he went back, set up everything, and then he was basically doing it. If somebody asks him, "Can you do this?" He will say yes. It is not a lie because he knows that he has the ability, the common sense, the will, and the desire to go and learn it and deliver at the highest possible. I remember, bro, first time I used an ESP, service provider. Do you know what gave me a headache for 30 minutes or like 1 hour? Time zone. The guy said I should send it 9 a.m. Bro, I sat down with my paper. I was not checking time in US.
Doing maths.
Is it my bro, 1 hour? I did try figure out time zone. The guy told me to go and do it. He in his own time, he has gone to sleep. And I shall know that this night, this thing must happen. Me, I
You
cannot
must
sleep.
go out.
What will I do? And it's $1 million account. You understand? Somebody that is, I don't know if you know this guy that does click funnels. He was one of his
Yeah.
like boys. I've forgotten his name right now. Yeah, I'll remember later. So it was one of the people that were like under him. So it was a big account. I'm not like, make I no go send email, maybe or conjure for some people.
For the outside.
That thing gave me a headache. I sent it, then I went to sleep, then I came back again. You understand? I was willing to do the work to make sure I do the best. Some people they are so and they say we should do it. You just send it anyhow. Tomorrow you now give the person an excuse. But that aside, I can easily rant and rant and rant. But we have our brother here, Mr. Rotimi. It is your time to tell us your story about how you got into this. Me, I'll give you, in case you don't want to go far back enough, I'll give you where to start. You start from your days of data entry. Your days of data entry.
Okay, data entry. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Polite boys.
So, like my guy said, I think my journey into freelancing actually started, I would say, when I was in NYSC, and I remember this funny story. I think, like when bad things happen, you will actually be pushed to a wall or be forced to think of like solutions to get yourself out
Be
of
like in
that.
adversity to do everybody.
Yeah.
The girl that came 2 weeks ago, now heartbreak.
So like I went for NYC.
Try to get your heart broken today.
So like I went for NYC in Niger State, like in a village in Niger State that is like 1 hour away from town. For you to know how far it is, we were excluded from CDS. Like
Wow.
they would just say, you don't come for CDS,
Ah,
just come for clearance. You get. So I went with a laptop, right? And my laptop was stolen. My laptop was stolen in December. And luckily they increased like January, they increased the allowance to like 33K. So like I wanted to
upgrades.
buy a new laptop. So I was saving like 20K every month for 3 months. Yeah, so like I bought one one HP laptop for 60K because I
All those ones that if you open it, it will sound.
you get. So like I already thought about it that I want to I want to like upskill. Like I just want to the not that I didn't finish with good grades in school, but that idea of having to I would say I was frustrated in Lagos when I went to look for jobs. So I just said, you know what, let me try something new. So I got on Udemy, Coursera, Listen. I was learning like different skills, spreadsheet and all. Then I think the last month, my last month in doing NYC, which was like June, like I said, I already saved like 60K. I bought a new laptop in March or April. Then I think May, June, I still had 20K saved. And June, I think June or July, when I was almost done, I was just like scrolling through Twitter and I just saw this man, Coach G, Bengadebi. So
Mm.
I just saw his flyer that make money online, blah blah blah, work from home and the likes. And I think then the money this man was quoting was a lot, but I didn't have that money. But I knew I wanted to do this thing, right? So I just entered Baba's DM. Like I think that's I like to say that this is also one thing that has gotten me far. Like I am not afraid to like get into people's DM and ask for things when it relates to it may be like for personal things like your personal life, I may be very shy. But when it comes to work related things and career, I will ask. Like the highest you can tell me is no, right?
Right.
Enter this man's DM. I was like, okay, Baba, this is my humble self. I don't have a lot of money. I explained my situation, and he was like, okay, do you know what? Let me just dash you this course. So in a way, he gave me at like a
Wow.
ridiculously subsidized rate, and I paid from the money I had
Wow.
saved for NYC,
Shout
and
out Coach G.
yeah,
Right.
like that man has so much helped my life. So like I got into it gave me the materials and I think for like a month, more than that safe. Because after NYC I moved back to my parents' place. I was like studying, I studied new material, like everything. I created my first Upwork account and the only thing I knew then very well was like Excel, like just spreadsheet and all. So I was doing like data entry for like different people, data entry plus like internet research. So that was how I got into freelancing, and I did that for a while. Right, I spoke to Coach G. I was like, okay, this thing is very time consuming because I remember I can take a job and it will take me like 3 days to get it done. 3 days of back-breaking work. Imagine you have to like do data entry for like 10,000 lines. You get. So I
Wow.
said I can't continue doing this, even though I was making money. I can't continue doing this. So I somehow got to know about copywriting. I think I bought the affiliate marketing course from the money I made, and rather than like focus on affiliate marketing course, I think what became very interesting to me was copywriting in like the whole affiliate marketing course. So I remember the money I used to buy the affiliate marketing course was the money I saved for my professional exam. Like I just took it in
Mm,
a direction
we are there.
because I'm like, bro, this professional thing, this salary me I'm seeing on entry level jobs is not what me I want, right? So I took the direction. I started copywriting, and I got on Upwork. I started making money, and I moved out of my parents' house. So I needed more money, obviously. And like I
Biased.
noticed, I noticed that like okay, when I give people copy, they're always asking, okay, can you set up WordPress? Can you do email marketing? Like there's always a back end. So
Yeah.
I said, okay, let me learn email marketing. So I think I took up sports course then, and yeah, I took up up sports course. I was doing email marketing then, Mailchimp and all. Then I think in my Upwork feed, I was seeing a lot of Clivio things, and I didn't know what Clivio was. I was saying Clivio. So that led me to SMK. So I went to search LinkedIn, and I was like, okay, who are the people in Nigeria
They
that
don't know me as SMK, most of them.
who are the people in Nigeria that are very good with Clivio? And I think he was. I don't think I found a lot of people.
Okpo.
I don't think I, as at then, oh, I don't think I
Yeah.
found a lot of people, and I think it's because
Mhm.
Klaviyo is like very specialized, and most like Nigerian businesses can afford to pay for Klaviyo. So most Nigerian businesses don't use Klaviyo. So I think it was. I'm not sure, but it was. There were very few people, and it was like there. And I was like, I've seen this name before now. You know when they talk about like you entering a babe's DM and checking a babe and say you want to be friends and all. That's why I talk about GM. I entered the GM, okay. I've seen that you've taken like the Klaviyo course, and I just wanted to like hear your opinion and learn from you, right? So I got into his DM, and
Mhm.
yeah, and he was super helpful to me. Like at a point I felt, Omo, I did disturb this guy. Like helpful, and I think with that was also how the whole thing started. I started doing like Klaviyo myself. I remember the first ever client I got, I had to message him that Baba, I don't know what to do. I went to his apartment then. Like I think Jay was there too then. Like he had to like put me through, and I think for some hours he had to put me through and just he showed me like this and this and this and this and that. And yeah, that's how it has been. So over time I just like started doing Klaviyo, and he has been very, very supportive, like super supportive. Like if I have any questions on
Bro,
strategy.
we're not here to talk about me. We're not here to talk
But
about
I
me.
was just messaging that Baba Alpha Abeg.
Let's keep our focus, our focus.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, thanks for the kind words, man.
I'm just saying that. So
Yeah.
that's how the whole thing. And currently now I am doing Klaviyo, but at the same time I'm actually thinking of evolving. Not like it's not enough to know Klaviyo. You have to like understand retention marketing. You have to understand retention economics.
Mhm.
So for me, it has been like from different points, data entry to copywriting to Klaviyo to retention marketing, and yeah, that's how my journey has been with freelancing. I don't know if that captures
Thank you
what
very much.
you're expecting.
That captures it. That captures it quite well. That captures it quite well. And I purposely did not interrupt you like I interrupted Alex so that you can walk through it. One thing
Like,
I want to point out here from Rotimi's story, and also you would see that there is that common denominator with Alex's story is the fact that the first thing you tried doing was not what you ended up doing, right?
True.
You tried your hand a bunch of stuff. You see, me, I don't trust people. I don't trust anybody that comes to meet me that they want to come and learn email marketing, and it's the first thing that came to their mind. Should I tell you why I don't trust people that come to meet me that they want to learn email marketing? Because most times, most Nigerians don't have the context on email marketing because most Nigerians don't really buy a lot of stuff via email. Most Nigerians don't have emails that they follow. I didn't say all. Most Nigerians don't have email lists that they follow, that they read constantly, that they always look forward to, and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, you saw my profile, you saw I'm doing email marketing. Maybe you see that, this guy with the light on his
Perspective,
face, like something
yeah.
bad in hand. I want to learn email marketing. By the time I ask 2 or 3 questions, it's just obvious that they just don't know what it's about
mhm.
or how it matters in the grand scheme of things. For you guys, now that doesn't mean that somebody cannot start one thing and they end up just doing it, right? But I've found for most people, you sort of bounce around. At first, it seems random, but after you bounce around like 2 or 3 times, you now sort of see a pattern and you see how it all makes sense that you weren't really bouncing around randomly. one thing was sort of leading to the other. If I'm going to call out another person that is not on this stream right now, but I think is in the comments, our friend Cardi Clicks from photography. You're taking pictures and then you're like, you know what, instead of this thing just being a still image, how about I learn how to do it with moving people or moving things and whatever. And he started doing cinematography. And I think he started doing like music videos. And then he started doing like, hey, you know what? While I'm doing music videos or I'm doing videos, I usually have to add some graphics that are moving on it to add effects to it. Then he started doing motion design. You understand? There's always that, should I say, flow, where after a while, you just kind of say, okay, you know what? I've been doing this thing for some time. Where do I want to sit and where do I want to specialize on? And the thing is, when you're just starting, it seems rather random. But the truth of it is, almost every couple of years, maybe every year, you sort of have to do a reflection. Like you just said, you don't just want to sit with Clavio. Now you're thinking retention economics. You're thinking whatever, because now you have deeper knowledge about what it is and what people are looking for. Now you're going to go deeper into it. You understand? Now you're going to go deeper into it. Now you're going to think, hey, how am I of more value to these people? You understand? And something that Rotimi said, and I always say this on this stream, you need to follow your curiosity, but that doesn't mean you should just, when I say follow your curiosity, I don't mean you just start scrolling through TikTok and not. I mean, you said you were seeing, just like Alex said, people started asking about email marketing, then he got interested in it, right? Rotimi said he started seeing Clavio being mentioned on his feed, then he got interested in it. Some people are blind to possibility. Some people will see something like that and they'll be like, well, this thing is technical, and they'll just off their head. You understand? They won't even take, bro, the easiest thing is to Google. People have research laziness. You understand? Rotimi just had to search on LinkedIn, Clavio email marketer in Nigeria or something. I don't know what you searched, and then you found me, and then maybe I respond, maybe I don't respond, but he actually made a move. Some people will never even do that. Oh, Mr. Musa is saying, Mr. Lighton is saying hello. Rotimi. Yeah, so some people don't even have they can't even be bothered to do that. They just, even when they buy, bro, I keep saying this, I've said it several times. Because of people like us, yes, thank God that all of us here are marketers today. Because of people like us, there's a problem that people have. The problem is, get this course and in under 90 days, you XYZ. There's nothing that anybody will tell you in one course that will be the reason why you scale to mad heights. You understand? If there's somebody that scales to that mad height, it's because they've been doing something before. And then this one just give them new levels. You understand? So most people are just looking for that one packaged thing that will teach them everything. And that's just not the way it is. So if anything that I'm going to extract from you guys' story is, let mental laziness die in your life. Just take 2 steps. You understand? 2 steps. People are too lazy to just research this thing that they are talking about. And people like to keep things, I don't know if this is the right word for it. They like to keep things is it mystical or a mystery to themselves? Yeah, cyber security. They don't take time that, okay, what does cyber security mean? What does it look like in real life? What in my life am I currently using that makes cyber security a thing? Oh, Mr. Taufik, I didn't know it was him. Shout out my boss. Shout out my boss. This is one of our oldest OGs in our freelance area.
I know this guy now. You gave me his contact.
You know him too.
Yes.
Nice to have you here, bro. Nice to have you here. So people just have mental laziness. They don't want to do research on anything. They just want everything packaged for them. You understand? And like I said, almost every level that you are, you sort of have to have that. You have to do that reflection. I've said it several times on this stream. I am at that level. This morning, see, one of the easiest things for me to do now, maybe anybody around me may start thinking I'm crazy. I just open ChatGPT. You know, it has voice. Me and ChatGPT, we talk, brainstorm. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm doing? You understand? I'm doing this amount. I'm trying to scale to this amount by so. What kind of businesses can pay so and so? Sometimes it talks total rubbish. You understand? And it might just be one thing I pick. Now that is new insight. Now I move forward with it. But most people will not even do that. And they want to grow and they want to learn and they want to do freelancing per se. And by the way, freelancing is not an escape. All of us here, we are facing one similar shaggy
It
because
doesn't
of this
right.
particular time. And that is because it's Black Friday. Everybody here is working 2 times. Today I had to work. Shout out to my wife for allowing me. Today I had to work because of Black Friday. Freelancing is not an escape for anything. If you're a lazy person, if you are somebody that doesn't know how to think, if you are somebody that doesn't know how to communicate well, the same way that you are going to complain about your job at Okay Popo, is that you are going to come back and complain to us that the people you are working with are not. And depending on the way you package yourself, it depends on it will determine the kind of people that you attract. You might end up attracting the worst and the worst and the worst of people that are not willing to pay you well or do you well or whatever. But that's like the intro and stuff. But guys, I want to go into like the nitty gritty, right? Of how you think, how you should I say your paradigm, how you let me put it this way. One thing I like to extract from you guys that I'm hoping somebody here may be able to glean from is say somebody reaches out to you right now, right? About like, or you see a job post on Upwork or wherever, or an invite or whatever. You see what they want to do or whatever. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Are you thinking, let me just do this to make more money? Or are you thinking, how can I solve their problem? If there's any way that you have there been a time that you were just focused on just making money here, making money there? And was there a transition before you started thinking, hey, the better I am at giving these people value, the more value I'm able to attract to myself? And to sort of compound on that question, have you ever had times where you actually gave more than you were paid for, did more than they expected, even though you know that the reward was not making sense? And it wasn't because of anything, it's just because you wanted to get good at what you were doing. Nobody wants to
Um,
go first.
sorry, can you for me? Can you repeat the first question? I got distracted. Like you said, it's Black Friday. I just like
Interesting.
notification and I had to check it
So
and
you're planning.
Is what is even while on call, it's still my guy is still
I
busy.
understand.
like I heard
Personally, I
you.
still back. I understand.
So just
He's still
like please
busy.
repeat the first question. Like please,
Yeah,
please.
that's okay. I'll repeat myself. Yeah, the first question is, um, have you had a transition between, let's say a time when all you were thinking about is money, uh, you were just thinking about getting gigs for the sake of just making a quick buck, to maybe a time where you started thinking about actually giving value on the basis of you just actually wanting to be an expert at what you do, on the basis of you actually trying to solve problems for the people that are trying to hire you. At what point did that happen for you? At what point did you realize that, I think I'm already answering the question for yourself. I
Exactly.
myself am getting good at an interviewer. You understand where I'm going, so please go.
Yeah.
Did you
Uh,
understand me, Rotimi?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
yeah, I think I'd like to go first. I read one random tweet one time. I can't even remember the account anymore. I probably have the screenshot, and the person was saying something along the lines of, if you genuinely strive to be, it didn't even say be the best, like be extremely good at what you do, or be good at like a lot of things. There's no way
Mhm.
some basic well, at this point, I don't know, maybe money is the basic necessity of life, but it is will miss you.
Mhm.
Like there's no way opportunities will miss you. There's no way you will not make it, so to speak. So and I
Mhm.
think that's very true for like almost everybody that does something. If you strive to be, say, maybe at least one of the best, maybe artists in the world, like one of the best painters or one of the best pianists, if you have an obsession to do a very good job, even if your job is not getting recognition.
Obsession. Continue.
Even if you're not getting recognition like right now,
Mhm.
or even if the compensation for whatever you are doing right now does not, equally equate to the quality of what you're doing, over time, there's no way to miss you. You can even see it in content creation. You see somebody that just randomly, maybe, should I say, blue out of nowhere. Then you now start going to
Mhm.
backtrack into the amount of investment they've had. But then it is the moment that they now
Mhm.
finally got that, yes moment that everybody's saying. So I think that's like the most important one. Yes, money can drive you into, say, okay, being obsessed with you know being very good at your job. But the obsession to be very good, which is what everybody here has mentioned, they will randomly ask us questions like, "Do you know this stuff?" And I'll be like, "Ah, so there's this new thing again. Don't worry, I'll be back." You go, then you go back again, and you
Yeah.
get cracking. So I think that is very important. You just have to be very, very interested in getting better at the craft. If money is the only
Mm.
problem, if that means, if you get that, say, maybe, I don't know, if you have a goal of, okay, I want to have a client that is paying me this amount of money, that means when you get it and the person is not demanding more, you have no reason to scale. You are okay. But it is
Mm.
your obsession or it
Mm.
is your interest in whatever you are doing that will make you say, so what is not even happening again? That's why someone like you will pick ChatGPT and say, so please, how do I? It's not like you're not okay now. Like, it's not like you're
Mhm.
not doing fine now, but it
Mhm.
is still that obsession to be, what is even new in the market? How is the world evolving? This, that. So I believe that's what helps.
Mm.
That's what helps even when you see job proposals. That's why you randomly DM somebody, even though you don't know them. I'm speaking like in Rotimi's
Mhm.
case, it just applies in
Mhm.
almost every niche of life.
Yeah,
It's not
man.
just in your marketing. Yeah.
Bro, obsession. What you said, and I keep saying it. Obsession is key. I don't think you can do anything worthwhile in this life without actually veering into obsession. Obsession is the part where you almost get into madness, so to say, where you're just
Mm-hmm.
like, it is mad. Think about it. What we did in those years was mad. I don't know about you guys, but on one tab, I'm on YouTube. On the other tab, I'm on $1 million Clavio account. One mistake can be
Problem.
devastating. You understand? Obsession, like just feeling like I just have to get good at this thing. I just have to get good at this thing. And just like you said, obsession is also why you continue to think, hey, there's more, there's more, there's more. Um, you have to have the capacity to hold both um contentment and discontentment at the same time. The
Yeah.
perfect balance. Like, okay, I've gotten this far and it is cool, but there's more. Me, one of the things that is even driving me now, eh, and I hope nobody gets it wrong, is anger. Should I tell you the anger? Let me explain the anger. It just gets me angry that, you know, and this is something that has been for me since like way back. I don't like anybody looking down at a certain subset of people that I'm a part of. Like, okay, these people are the, should I say, the smaller ones or the lesser ones. So somewhere at the back of my mind, it gets me angry. And I want to be the reason why somebody is from where I am can say, man, if this dude is doing it, I can probably do it. So that's
True.
why, even though what I'm probably making now, if some Nigerian fellow Nigerians are making it, they'll probably think, man, okay, this guy is done. He don't blue, he life don't
I don't
better or whatever. What is on my mind is like, man, as long as somebody in the US is earning so and so, that's what I'm after, bro. And why? Beyond just myself, and I can get philosophical and I can get cute about it and say one day I hope my son grows up and is inspired by me. But that one's still far. The guy is still 6 months old. You understand? I'm thinking, man, next year maybe somebody comes across a video like this and they're thinking, you know what, I want to go for my first 1K or my first 2K or my first 3K or my first 4K or my
True.
first 5K. Like there was this day, I think it was Eben, the guy that was on this live last week. I just saw something on a, and that's why I joined the weird. Like I pay mad crazy money in Nigerian context just to get in certain rooms, just to see what will get me angry to go and walk. Let me tell you what got me angry this day. The guy was like casually, he just posted on the channel like, yeah, so he's just packaging his CMO package, like um chief marketing officer, a fractional CMO package. His going rate is $548 per hour. This is the PDF that he's sending to people. I'm like, wait. Wait till you talk for there.
He's going to lawyer. Or he's on John.
$548 per hour. If you're on this stream and you're thinking that when I don't come, just leave the stream. I'm not here to convince you. If you like, believe. If you like, don't believe. But me, I saw it with my eyes. I saw the PDF. And I've been on a call with somebody that his corporate rate is $25,000 per day. So things like that get me mad. Like, okay, yes, so let's be real. That guy is like 30 years in the business. So if they are no
It's been
longer
a
paying
minute.
him for his work, they are paying him for his connections. So I'm not about to get that next year, except if God wants it. You understand? But things like that, there's a bridge between inspiration and anger. And you have to have that sort of anger, like, I don't want to hear what everybody is saying. I don't want one person to tell you that, what's it called? Just be quiet. Don't worry. Whatever. It angers me. If somebody somewhere can be doing it, I can be doing it too. But rara, that does not mean that you should not go and kill yourself. If you don't know the reference I just did, that's on you. So for me, man, it's like anger. And for me, it's like, I don't want anybody to, at some point, right? I know that people that are maybe looking up to me or whatever, I hope some people actually get way past me. And funny thing is, there are a lot of people that I've trained that have even made more than me in certain ways. You understand? And you know what that does to me? That gives me more ginger. I say, if now this guy where I train don't they make this,
Very good.
so you understand? So it's not a competition, it's inspiration for real. So Rotimi, I don't know if you wanted to. I know we already talked over that. I don't know if you
Uh,
wanted to add to that point.
Nothing much. Like, I think I totally agree with Alex. Like, obsession matters a lot, right? Like, you'd be at a point where obviously you need money. Like, money would be the driving force, but at the same time, if money is the driving force and you're not really good at what you are doing, there's no way you're getting that money. And
Mm-hmm.
like, when you actually get very good at what you're doing and you get to a stage where you're earning that money, I don't know. I think I want to, like, I used to say that the people used to say that money buys happiness, money does not buy happiness, and blah blah blah. But I think I've actually gotten to that stage and like realized that it will get to a stage you'd have that money and you'd be like, what am I even doing here? You get I like I remember like I was at a job for like two times now. I've had to leave a job. I've had to leave jobs, right? One, I was there for 3 years and I discovered that okay, I'm not growing. Like I've just been doing repetitive tasks. The money was good, but I'm not growing. I left, right? I left another job recently. Like the tasks became so repetitive, and I'm telling myself that okay, AI is coming, things are moving. You're just at the job, you're earning. There is no improvement in your knowledge. Like if you go back to the market now, let's say okay, you get laid off, you go back to the market now, you discover that most of the things you know, there are probably better ways to do it, but you were there, you were collecting money, you were not really like improving. So I had to leave that kind of job too. So to get to a state for you that money will no longer be the motivation. I understand that some people can say, okay, you're talking from a privileged place and all. But I think if you're very obsessed with what you do and you actually see the long-term objective, money will stop being like the or like the most important
Driving.
factor, even though it's very important.
Exactly. It's a good way to track. It's a good
Yeah.
way to track, but at the end of the day, like today I'm checking the dashboard of one of my clients. We just got started working together last month. Or was it this month? Yeah, this month. And from the projections, the way I'm seeing it, I'm already seeing the results I really want.
Mhm.
And normally we're supposed to move from project to retainer. I am feeling like if this persists into this week, what I'm going to tell them is, you know what, pause on the retainer. Let me see what we can get done till the end of the year, and then we can discuss, what is next. Why? Because now to me it is more than just, somebody just sends some cash to
Paying.
me.
Yeah.
It pays me. Yeah, that is okay, that is good. But I've now found that I actually get better returns from, people trusting that, this guy makes the best decision for them. Man, and one of the things that I don't know if this is a brag, but to me, honestly, I'm not bragging. It's like I have clients that I've been working with for 2+ years. You understand? Constantly. And they still trust me till today. And funny how you say something about leaving jobs. I don't think he was able to talk about this last week when Eben was here. That guy has left like projects many times that it just didn't make sense for him to leave. And why did he leave? It's like you're not growing.
Yeah.
He got into that agency, almost like he got so good in a matter of months they promoted him. Like, oh yeah, come the TJ work. You understand? And the scary thing is, and this is the scary thing, and this is what angers me. This thing is what angers me. Those people had found out that these Nigerians need money, right? These Nigerians, all they want is money. Some money that makes them feel like they are doing better than other Nigerians. So they started paying those people those kind of money that will make them feel like they are better than other Nigerians. They pay $200, $300, $500, and I feel like, yeah, when I convert it to naira, I'm earning more than a banker. Clap for yourself, big boy. Now he got into this agency, and the sad thing is, and I'm going to tell this story just because I know there's nobody way for anybody to trace it, but I'm also hoping somebody here does not just start earning some bunch of money and then just get complacent. One of the people that when I was starting to learn email marketing then, I remember when he got an agency gig then, he got an agency gig before me, right? And I'm like, man, cool, this guy has gotten an agency gig. And I'm talking about way back before I even got anything. And this was the agency gig he got, right? He's been working there since. Then this my guy joined, I think last year. I said he just noticed that most of the people on the team are Nigerians. And most of the people, man, they can just come this month and they'll say they can't pay until like the 15th of next month, and everybody's cool with it. It was like modern day slavery. You understand? And anytime he is complaining, they'll be looking like, it's like this one. That's how things are here. You understand? That's how things are done here. You gave me a contract to do a certain number of deliverables. Now you're doubling it. I'm complaining. Then the other Nigerians are looking at him like, that's how things are done here. These are whatever. You understand? And then when he was about to leave, this guy that he and I were like learning together, I now DM'd him like, why would you leave such a great clinical stuff like this? You understand? And he's like, man, first of all, I'm not getting the return on my investment. Number two, I don't feel like I'm going to grow here. You understand? And he just took that leap. At that point in time, that was his highest earning project. But it was now killing the things that was actually teaching him how to get better at what he's doing.
Yeah.
And bro, I put it to you now. That gig is now looking like what was just peanuts. And the funny thing is, these people, it's been almost a year, these people are still messaging him back that, hey guy, Alpha, would you like to come back? We'll double your pay. Will this? And he's one saying, I'm sorry, I can't. And why? That's because he's extremely good at what he does. That's because he's extremely good at what he does. He was, even when they were giving him more than he should be able to handle, he was still making sure that he was delivering excellent work. You understand? And that is one thing that I've found just about, for just about anybody that I've seen that have grown exponentially. There's no arc. The arc is hard work and keeping your eyes open. Honestly, I said hard work and keeping your eyes open. Why? Because it's possible for you to just put your head down like those people in the agency I'm describing. I'm not trying to shame anybody, because you get level where we say they whip some people, they look down like say, we're doing peanuts. I'm not trying to shame anybody, but you can just put your head down and you're working and working and working and working, and you don't, like Rotimi said, you don't come down to look back and think, okay, wait, if I keep doing this thing for the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, if something happens, what advantage do I have? Why don't you think like that? Because you just want to get paid. You just want to keep getting paid. You just want to keep getting paid. You just want to keep getting paid. In the past 1 week, and this is me just rounding up my rants, because nobody may be guests, now me they talk. In the past 1 week, I can't mention without being seen like possibly a fool how much I have invested into knowledge in the past 1 week. And now it is now like second nature to me. It's not like almost think about it. I want to buy this thing. Oh. Bro, Rotimi said he used the money he wanted to use for a professional course.
Mm.
Me, all the money that I saved from all my Alex, remember now I used to sell shades in school from
Yeah.
AliExpress. All the money from all my years, I used it to buy one program from camp, NYSC camp, which turned out to be crap. I'm not going to mention the name of the company. And then later down the line, I used money that I had saved for rent to buy a course in copywriting. I always shout out Andy Mikolo because it was a great investment. You understand? I know you also bought the course recently. You understand? You have to pay to play, but people are too scared to do that. So let's get into that part and let's round up with that, right? How has it helped you to invest in knowledge, to invest in access? How often have you done it? And how do you rationalize it now? Who wants to go first? Yeah.
Let me
my
go
wife
first.
is my wife is telling me to call the name of the company because it felt like a scam. Because I also borrowed money from her then.
Okay, so let me go first. I would say for me, like it's super important, like very important to keep investing in knowledge because it's very easy these days. I don't know with what we are doing, it's very easy these days to be replaced. Like
Yep.
for example, although I don't really write copy again. I can't remember except I'm like taking a personal client, right? Where I
Mhm,
have to like just oversee everything. I don't really write copy again, but it's very easy for you to like get replaced with like AI when it comes to copywriting. You can, let's say you are just a copywriter and that is all you can do. It's very easy for you to get replaced. So for me, that was why I mentioned like I'm already thinking of the next level, right? I'm doing clever email marketing. I'm
mhm,
already thinking of the next level. I will buy books. I will join communities, like communities that
mhm,
I feel they are quite expensive, right? Like, I mean,
mhm,
if you convert it to naira, you get it to be a lot of
mhm,
money, but I don't mind. I will join these communities because I want to learn from these guys that are already where I am going to, right? So I invest not only even money, like I take a lot of time. For example, I remember there's this guy when I left my job, I think August or September. So there's this guy that does what I want to do. Like he's very good, right? I remember I usually said, okay,
You go
oh,
give me
this
this update. Oh.
yeah, like this whole week, right? I am just going to sit down and watch all the YouTube videos on this guy's channel. And that was literally
Mm,
what I did. I had notes as I was typing in my notes, I was like questioning, like I was thinking with Cloudy and like just trying to like make sense and truly understand what the guy is trying to say. So it's very important. Like it's you can't even escape it. You have to keep learning.
mhm.
Like keep paying for keep paying to communities. Keep buying courses. I don't know. People say courses are scams. I don't know. I don't believe that. Although some courses may be crap, but you just
Some might be, but after you've bought it for some time, have a sense of what is good and what is not.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
definitely.
just sort of have to buy to know.
Yeah, definitely. So money, time, it's super important to just keep growing and like keep learning. That's it for me.
I like what you said about binging on that guy's YouTube channel. You have to tell me who it is, probably in the DMs, just so you guys know,
Type it
just so
well.
you know that this thing. I like to say how you do one thing is how you do everything. Before or not before, while doing these live sessions, right? Just so you know that it goes across just about anything I do. I know somebody that does exactly something like this, right? And over the past couple of weeks, I have probably watched 10 hours of his stuff. Like I just said, okay, if I'm going to be doing this thing and I want to be doing it well, I have to study what this guy is doing. And I have to make sure I deliver at least at this level in the shortest amount of time. The only way for me to do that is to buy access to his stuff. And I have obsessively, bro, I think 10 hours is me even being
Modest.
probably close to 15, maybe 20 hours of his stuff. Now, right now, I know that my YouTube video is is blurry and stuff. We're not there yet, but I know where I'm going, and I know exactly how the top people are playing at it. So I know what to do next. Who knows? Maybe next year, when I call you guys back, when this thing is a lot more where it should be, people now like like what Alex said, and I'm like, man, you don't know that Samuel guy. I don't even know where he come from. He just blew.
You now
Nah,
go and check.
bro.
You
The
now go and
first
check his history.
exactly. You're not gonna check my blurry video where Nigeria decided to embarrass me among my European guys. You understand? You understand? So, and that you not understand the obsession behind it. And thank God I'm speaking about these things publicly. Even this one that right now I'm not being paid for it. It's just something I want to be doing, but I want to do it at the highest level. And I went to binge on, you know, what someone else is doing in this area. So, Alex, I just want you to, touch on this, and then we'll sort of
Yeah.
round up because we're already hitting like the 1 hour 30 minute mark.
Yes, yes. I think what I will only add is because we're all making the same points, to be honest. I think maybe anybody listening can get confused on the part that you guys, because even yesterday I still messaged you about like maybe a course to buy or something. I still messaged you. I was still talking to my housemate too today about something to invest in course wise. But you know how you
100%.
can hear, come again. It's I'm not sure if SMK's network is very okay, but let me continue. So I'm saying,
Keep going without me.
okay, I'm saying funny how like anybody listening you can still hear the wrong thing, but maybe you are investing money, you are investing this. I like the fact that Rotimi also mentioned investing time, because your obsession, if even if you don't have the so to say money now to maybe buy a course, join a community and whatever, the obsession to actually get to know something is way more important than the money that you'll be investing in it, if we're being honest. Because if you finally have the money, it is the obsession that will also not make you see that money as too much or even too little to pay for whatever knowledge you will be getting. So at the end of the day, to be honest, I don't think it's more about your level of obsession than the money that you're investing. So I think that should be another major takeaway. And another point I would like to add would be that even though we are saying yes,
Yeah.
always strive to be very good at what you do. Always strive to do it at the highest level. SMK has mentioned it. Rotimi has mentioned it. I think another very important point to note is that you should still always do it. That's what I always tell myself, anyways. Bro, just do it as you are. Even if you are scared, just go and do it. Just do it afraid, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you don't do it now and you don't make the mistake, you still, if you do it now, you get it right, win. If you do it now and you get it wrong, you learn. So there's no loss at the, if we're being honest, you cannot
Perfect.
lose. So just do it. I think that's what me I would
Nike
like to
it.
like add. Thank you very much, Nike.
Exactly. So and the thing
Yeah.
is, there are different levels of this thing, right? Right now, who knows? Maybe there's a 10K program you can join. Maybe there's a 15K program you can join. Maybe there's a 20K program you can join. Maybe you don't even need to invest in all of that. What people don't understand is sometimes not even the knowledge that the program gives you is the context it gives you. What is context? Context is like a better way to think about something. You understand?
True, true.
It's not only about the skill per se. You can learn the skill and you don't have good context on, how it matters, why people should do it, what people need. At the end of the day, the people that win are the people that have the best context on something. Like, okay, I want to convince somebody to pay me a lot of money to do email marketing for them. If you don't speak like somebody that, if you speak like somebody that knows how to send emails, they're not going to hire you. But
Obviously.
if you speak like somebody that knows, that has the context on their business as it pertains to email marketing, then they might hire you. You understand? So what Rotimi did, spending hours and hours and hours watching that guy's YouTube video, he might not end up, you understand, he might not end up doing exactly what the guy has said, but now he has new context. And that is one. Two, free. The reason why you keep saying every course is a scam is because plus the good one plus the bad one. If you buy three, one, two, three, all of them bad, maybe you are bad. I should tell you why you're bad because you are looking for a pill, a solution like one pill to take and solve all your problems, and there's money in your account. If Rotimi decides to go and buy a course on whatever that guy is teaching now, he will make a better decision. Why? Because now he has binged on a bunch of stuff, he has taken notes down, and he knows what to look for. You understand? I think one of the skills that is going to help people in this day and age that we are, one of the skills that is going to help people to accelerate the quickest is being able to pick up, like if you want to learn something, you are able to create a curriculum for yourself and a timeline for yourself. What do I mean? Hey, I want to learn this thing. What do I need to listen to? You go and listen to that person. And then you go to AI. I said, hi, AI, this is what I want to learn. What are the things that I need to learn in order to learn this thing? And then you don't, this is where people now mess up. Oh, you now expect that ChatGPT will get you everything. Then you read it and it is shallow. Of course, it's going to be shallow, my bro. It is bloody AI. What it does for you is it tells you what to go and look for. It gives you the curriculum. Now do the work. Enter, go and search those things on YouTube. Watch a couple of videos and come back and take notes. After you do the brain freezing work of watching all that stuff, you have clarity on what to do next. But most people don't ever get there because they want a pill. They want updates. They want triple cycler. They want MMM. They want, give me another one. Another, they want WKC.
Yeah, exactly.
They want somebody to just say, bring your money and you get this. They want, now we are dropping names. Now we cannot use this clip now. We can't use this clip. We can't use this part as clip. Yeah. Because it will cause people to remember bad things. You just want a single pill, right? That someone will come and give you, and then it solves all your problems. Well, I'm sorry, that's not how it's going to happen. And it is unfair of you to think that that is possible because you spent probably 20 years of your life in school to come out to get a job. And now you think that you spend 30 minutes researching something that will change your life, or you watch a 4-hour course and everything just changes your life. Now you spent 4 years and then some plus ASU strike with lecturers locking you out of your class and telling you never make it. You never make it. Like I remember, I don't know if you were okay, you were not in that class because you were not in that group, but there was this CHM 101 lecturer that basically told everybody that is studying chemistry to get up then. And he said, if your parents told you to study chemistry, call them now and say, Daddy, why do you hate me? Because they obviously don't like you. If you yourself decided to choose chemistry, you yourself don't like yourself. So you had to go through all of that to come out to get a job. And then now you realize that even though you went through all that suffering for 4 years, it's not easy to get a job or it's not going to pay you well. And now you think a 4-hour course would solve all that problems. Man, what are you thinking? It's just like we said, update mentality. I thank you guys a lot because it's already getting super late on Rotimi's time zone. I thank you guys a lot for jumping on this. I also thank you for being patient while Nigeria. Maybe this time, like I said, maybe the universe is signaling me to finally pack my load. To finally pack my load and vroom, 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 vroom. You understand? Thank you guys for showing up for this. I really appreciate this. I hope that in all our 1 hour plus of yapping, at least one person, I don't need a lot of people, man. Honestly, I don't need a lot of people to hear this. One person just picks this up and maybe they just 10x their earnings or 10x their output in the next year or so because it is possible. The first problem people face is they're not around people that think stuff are possible. You understand? And I think that's what having people like you guys around me has also helped. I can come to you now and say I want to be making so amount and whatever. You just be like, oh yeah, nah. All of us don't know how it will happen, but oh yeah, nah.
Remember our wallpaper.
I
We had a
remember.
wallpaper that year. Remember?
I'm still using
We
it
had a
though.
wallpaper.
I remember.
You see, you see it, obsession. I remember when I had that goal, I shared it with all of them. Like, now the updates be this, so our own kind
Here
of
we
update
go.
is different. This is where we
Mhm.
are going. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We don't know how it's going to happen, but let's get to it. And since nobody knows what it is here, I'd like to tell it to you guys that I already crossed that mark recently. So I'm calling you guys soon. Come and join. Come and join us. Come and join us. Come and join us. It's
Bro,
possible. I've shown you it's
it's
possible.
actually possible. Yes. I used to doubt it too,
All right,
but
guys.
it's
No
possible.
doubt, impossible.
Very
Impossible die. Right now, what I'm even trying to figure out how to do is to do it without working so much. And that one said it's
So
possible.
that is my own
Anyway,
problem. Yeah.
yeah.
Dangerous. No, to be honest, I've gotten like maybe dangerously close recently, but I was like, nah, this amount of work is too much. I need to scale back and look
But that's
for an easier
okay.
route.
That's okay. Because I
Yeah.
got dangerously close, I think 2 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, I think that was 2023. That time I was planning wedding. I was trying to
I
scale. I
remember.
nearly died.
Mhm.
You understand? So I had to calm down. Like, okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. Now I got to it actually, but I'm still feeling like, oh, I'm still working too hard.
Too
There has to
much.
be a simpler way to do this.
True.
You
I
understand?
think
So
finding the simpler way now is the question.
is the question. So,
Yeah.
guys, thanks a lot, and to my able and very interesting and very patient audience who has stuck through to the end with my blurry video. I think what me and my team are going to do is we're going to try and we're recording this, so maybe we'll just repost the recording on this YouTube channel so you can watch it. And surprise, surprise, guys! I know we were supposed to have just 3 parts of this series, but I was able to call one of my friends, another guy that is doing super great things, Mr. Ameji on Twitter. Most designers know him. He's going to be here next week, and we're going to have this kind of conversation. And after I finish this series, if anybody come and ask me any question again about freelancing, and you've not watched these videos, I'll block you. Sharp. No questions, or I'll send you to Alex because Alex is polite. Thank you.
I'll refer them back to the video, obviously.
Thank you so much for joining, guys. And don't
Thank you
forget,
for having
even you
us.
guys that have joined live, everybody write down 2 or 3 things that you want to get done this week. It centers you, it sets you up for success. Until next week, you know, I guess we'll see. On your not yet award-winning not super story, your not yet award-winning Samuel
Super
Kokomo live
channel.
experience, super channel. Well, take care.
All right.